It does show just how intergenerational this space is. We've heard from the Arbory School Choir. We're going to hear from them again in just a moment. But some rather different entertainment now, Christy.
We have handbell ringers with us. It is wonderful to see everything laid out here. Would you like to introduce yourself for me, please?
I'm Mary Kringle, and I'm the leader of the handbell ringers.
And we know you very well, Mary Kringle. I didn't know you were involved in handbell ringing, which is fantastic. What are we going to hear first?
We call it our sort of a theme tune. We always start off with it, and it's trumpet tune, which is based on trumpet voluntary, really.
Fantastic. Handbell ringers, please do take it away.
Absolutely wonderful. Mary, tell us a little bit about your group. How many members do you have?
We're 10 in total. We started in 1994 with a set of 15 bells, which for performance purposes were incomplete because you're stuck with one key, and to the listener gets a bit boring. So over the years we brought in bells, and we now have 13 total, which extends the amount of music we do, which is very good.
And how musical do you have to be to start off with to be able to pick this up? Because it looks fairly complicated.
When we started, the very first performance we did, I had notes written on a roll of wallpaper, which was laid over an easel, and I pointed to each note and they followed that. But over the years, I'm very proud of my ladies. They've all learned to read music, so makes it much easier. Sounds
absolutely wonderful. Now, how often are you here in the parish hall?
We perform usually at Christmas time, yeah, and our annual WI concert, which is very popular at the end of February.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so much to you for performing that for us now. Just absolutely brilliant.
It's such a lovely sound, isn't it? It's really nice. And that was, of course, Mary Kringle. We're also joined by Noel Kringle. Don't be running away. No, it's lovely to speak to you about this. One of the things that Jane told us about when we were organising this was the fascinating history of this hall. There's quite a poignant story to it, isn't there?
Well, there is, because in fact it was built for the parish by the Cool family, and the plaque is on the wall behind you now, and it's in memory of Henry Stuart Cool, who lost his life in the First World War, and Robert Cool, his father, built the parish hall, and alongside the parish hall, of course, two houses, and it was built as a memorial hall, and the two houses, one was for the caretaker of the hall, and the next door was rental income, and the rental income of the house and the rental income from the parish hall was meant for the upkeep of the parish hall and the houses. Well, naturally they had to have trustees overlooking or responsible for the parish hall, so they had 5 trustees, captain of the parish for the time being, the vicar for the time being, headmaster of the school for the time being, and a representative of Ballabeg Methodist Chapel and Colby Methodists were the 5 people who were the trustees looking after the property. Well, as it happens, of course, over the years, those 5 trustees didn't have the income to keep the hall and the houses in a reasonable state of condition. It's just the passage of time. And the commissioners of the time, in the late 60s, early 70s, went to Chancery Court, and in the Chancery Court vested the parish hall, the houses, and along with that, the two other trusts in the parish, which was the Miss Briscoe Trust, who had a knitting circle in Colby during the Second World War, and the Hallamaclegg, which is the young men's reading room just further along the road here in the village. Dr. John Clegg left that, and so the three trusts were vested in the parish commissioners. And from that day forward, really, with thanks to the commissioners and thanks to the parishioners of Arbory, the value now of the whole of the parish hall.
We're not entirely sure what that noise is. We're just going to assume it's sort of thunder or something.
Yeah.
Adi will probably be able to tell. Adi's running around trying to sort it out to see what it is.
We have too much technology around here, don't we? I mean,
I think we do. Oh, we
Yeah.
sorted
gone
it
now.
out. He sorted out the thunder. But it's interesting, as we talked about at the start of the show, this is the Arbory Parish Hall. It's not Ballabeg Village Hall,
No,
because it
no.
encompasses the entire parish. So what sort of area does that actually take in?
what's the Arbory Parish? Well, everywhere from Erie-Stain to Ronnig and down to the borders, right down onto the Strand Hall. You follow the Colby River all the way down. Well, not actually the river, but near enough where the river goes out onto the sea. At the bottom is the boundary between us and Rushen. And if you go the other side, you have the Dum River, and you have a boundary coming down that side. And the boundary really from that side is Carrickeel is on the other side. That side is in Maloo, but the rest of it is Arbory. So yes, we are the premier parish of the Isle of Man. No question at all about that.
And none of the other parishes are going to jump in on that at all, are they? I'm
I
sure
don't
we
think-
won't get any emails or messages at all. It is a fascinating history and just a wonderful story as to why this hall is here, and it's a wonderful legacy as well.
Absolutely, and of huge value now to the parish and the parishioners. And wasn't it lovely that the children there were singing to us earlier, and they were actually singing about the earth and growing up, and the children growing, being the future. And that's exactly what we are now, the future of the parish.
Well, let's hear from those children again now. Mrs. Young, what are we going to hear now?
We're going to hear Rhythm of Life from the musical Sweet Charity. The children love this one. It's a bit more lively and they enjoy singing it.
Wonderful. Look forward to hearing it.
Daddy started out in San Francisco, shooting on a trumpet loud and mean. Suddenly a voice echoed for Daddy, spread a picture on a wider screen. And the voice said, "Brother, there's a million pictures ready to be hooked on new religions. Hit the road, Daddy, in your communal wife. Spread the religion of the rhythm of life. And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. There's a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in the bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a power to feel the rhythm, to feel the rhythm, to feel the power, to feel the power, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle, to feel the rhythm, to feel the rhythm, to feel the power, to feel the power, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle, to feel the tingle in your feet. Daddy, we've got the rhythm of life, of life, of life, of life. Oh yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So brilliant to have the 47 strong choir here this afternoon. I know you have to head back to school now, but thank you so much.
And you should be so proud of yourselves. And I think as well, just as we were just hearing from Noel Kringle there as well, the nature of the songs in which they have sung today are just wonderful, talking about the future, talking about the planet, talking about unity and community, which is what these Village Hall programmes are all about.
And there's a real sense of identity, I think, and we're finding that in everybody that we speak to with regard to Village Hall. But Mr. Kringle did mention the position of captain of the parish, and I'd just like to, he's trying to hide, Raymond Gorn, captain of this parish. Just outline for us what your role involves.
well, it's a job to know what my role is. I suppose to look after the parish and keep everybody happy. Any disagreements or anything like that, it's supposedly, I'd say supposedly, up to the captain to sort of sort things out. But in a parish like Arbory, we don't have problems like that. And we're always proud of the school, and we're proud of everything that goes on in the hall here, like, you know.
There really does seem to be an incredible sense of community.
Oh yes, without a doubt.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. We try and keep the village and the area is been a lot of houses built on it now, so there's an awful lot of people come from different directions. And when we get somebody that's new to the parish, we try and get them involved in everything that's sort of going on, especially with the Lake Columkilly, like, you know. And I think that's why it brings everybody together, like, you know.
Oh, it's a wonderful space, and we're so grateful to you having us here this afternoon. We're going to be finding out about some of the events that are held here in just a moment, but let's take a short musical interlude.